The monk is sitting beneath a Bodhi tree, said to his disciples. In the monastery, we rise before the sun, not to achieve something, not to compete. We rise because the day is sacred. Every breath, every step, every bowl of rice, we meet it with attention, not ambition. When I was a young novice, I believed peace would come when I mastered meditation. I sat for hours, chasing stillness, wanting results. But the more I chased, the more restless I became. My teacher once noticed this and said, "You are squeezing water from a rock, hoping it will flow. But peace is the river. It appears when you stop grasping." That was the first time I understood. Life is not about results, it's about presence. We are taught, from childhood, to measure everything: grades, salaries, followers, even happiness. But the heart doesn't work like that. Joy is not a number. Meaning is not a milestone. There was a gardener in our monastery. He planted flowers every spring, knowing most of them would bloom only briefly. One day, I asked, "Why plant them if they don't last?" He smiled and replied, "I don't plant for the result. I plant because I love watching them grow." What if we lived like that? Not for applause, but for alignment. Not to finish, but to feel. Not to win, but to witness. You see, when you focus only on results, you treat the present as a stepping stone, something to endure on the way to somewhere better. But the truth is, there is nowhere else. This moment is not a means to an end. It is the end. The breath you are taking right now is not leading you somewhere. It is the somewhere. In my journey, I've watched monks sweep the same courtyard for 20 years, not because it needed cleaning, but because they understood. The act is the reward. The care is the success. The presence is the purpose. The moment you stop asking, "What will I get from this?" and start asking, "How can I give myself fully to this?" that is when life begins to soften. So if you are tired, not from doing too much, but from expecting too much, pause, breathe. Remember that even the sun does not rush to rise, and yet it illuminates everything in time. Let your focus shift from achievement to awareness, from outcome to offering. Pour love into the process, and peace will pour back into you. Not all seeds bloom in your lifetime. Some are meant to teach you patience, others humility, but all of them teach presence. And that, my friend, is where the real transformation lies. Not in the result, but in who you become along the way. So today, as you walk through your hours, ask yourself, not did I win, but was I here? Because the most beautiful life is not the one with the most accomplishments. It's the one most deeply lived. Thank you for walking with me. Until next time, walk slowly, breathe deeply, and be here now.